99% of people are missing this key trade on the market right now. If you don't watch this today, you're gonna miss the biggest gains of the entire cycle. Right now, as I'm speaking, 12 explosive microcap charts are breaking out. All of them. They're all in the green, they're all showing early momentum, and most traders haven't even noticed yet. So this show is gonna break that curse. My friends, these are not tomorrow plays, these are literally 500x's in the making. They're moving right now while the entire market is still sleeping, waiting for alt season. I'm going to show you the entries, I'm going to show you the narratives, and a brand new tool also that I found today that could help you catch the next 1000x, the next 500x before anyone else, any of these other YouTubers for sure. So watch this show, you're going to be in now, you're going to make tons of money doing absolutely nothing. You fade and you serve as exit liquidity at the market maker's lunch menu, my friends. Absolute zero time to waste. Press that like button, let's get on to it. I got no time to waste. Let me tell you something, my friends, this show is going to be one of the most important shows you've ever seen. Literally everything we're talking about is at all-time highs. It's pumping. Look at Kitty now. Bam! As I predicted, new all-time highs. To 6 million, 7 million. You know how much I sold? Zero. Nada. Why? Because this market is just about to get insane. So I'm actually scared to sell some of these coins. I've already taken some profits here at 5 million, and now I'm just gonna ride my kitty to the moon. If you're looking to enter, my friends, and you haven't been following my show, which was giving you guys the entries at below 2 million market cap, I think you should maybe wait for something like 5 million market cap, okay? Maybe even a little bit deeper, between 4.5 and 5 million market cap. You should wait for that entry, but I think Kitty is gonna go much higher than this. On to the next. We're still on Solana. We have Mask, another one, as I predicted, at all-time highs. Keeps getting higher and higher and higher lows. It hasn't exploded yet, and here's what Mask is gonna do. It's gonna do something like this. Bam, green dildo out of nowhere. Massive, massive green dildo. We're all gonna get rich. It's that simple. Keep holding your mask and you will reach Valhalla with me. On to the next. Aura, another one. Bam, all-time highs. It just did this green thing here. It's such a weird chart, but here's the thing with Aura Farm and with this other coin that did this. Look at this. Why are you still holding altcoins when our meme coins are literally doing like 4,000% in 24 hours? This went from 0 to 60 million in 2 days. I have no idea what's happening with Aura. All I know is the Pump.Fun app has Aura in its news. Every time you get something that's pumping and then it appears on the Pump.Fun app, it seems like some of the best traders are using this and it just goes nuclear after. You gotta have the Pump.Fun app. Alan, Pump.Fun guys, if you're watching, sponsor me, please. Anyways, I'm happy today because everything is pumping. Now, there's an issue here because we have Aura farming. I used to have Aura like a year ago or something, and now they're competing for some of like the same people. And one is definitely like being manipulated by some type of cabal. There's some type of cabal here that just decided that they wanted to annihilate Aura farm. So I don't know, can Aura farm and Aura coexist even though they're kind of like the same meme? Even though Aura encompasses more of like a broader term, so that's why I think it's probably better even than Aura farm. So I'm conflicted. I still have my Aura farm. I still have some, but to be completely honest, if Aura gives us an entry at like 20 million market cap, I might have to sell my Aura farm for Aura. I might have to. But for now, Aura farm still looks good. Let's see who wins. I still think it's gonna go to 7.63 million market cap. Now on to the next, we have Altcoin. Okay, I think this is at a great buy level. It survived the chop, it survived the Bitcoin dip, and it's looking healthier than ever. We exited at the top. This was literally a 50x trade I gave everyone who watches the show. I gave this on my X account, which by the way you should be following. I gave this on my X account at like 150k, 200k, and it went to 12 million. And can you guys explain me why you're still trading altcoins? Unless you're rich already, why are you holding VC coins? Anyways, I think Altcoin is going to do something amazing. I think it's going to pump a lot and it's going to come back into this pocket. This bearish fair value gap from 6.86 million to 5.96. There's a ton of liquidity, ton of trap liquidity here. And this is going to be one of those places where a lot of whales that were buying, scooping the bottom here and buying where I'm telling you right now to buy are going to take some profits and then leave a moon bag. Price drops a little bit and then it goes and makes an all-time highs. I think it's going to go to 20 million market cap. Yeah, I bought some Altcoin today and I'm hoping it goes a little bit deeper here. I'm hoping that Altcoin does something like this before it continues so I can grab even some more. Leave limit orders on Axiom if you want to grab some Altcoin here. There's a link down below for Axiom. Just hope that they get hit. Then we have the Wondrous, the Wonderful, one of my best trades, one of my best calls on this channel, which is Housecoin from 2 million to to 120 million market cap. It's now bouncing from the bottom. I told you guys triple bottom now, 1, 2, 3 times. 3 is the number, 3 is the secret sauce. If it hits 3 times, then you know it's over. And it's now coming to 40 million market cap. It basically broke through all these resistance, and it's now going to turn this resistance, in my opinion, into support. Flip the 47 million resistance, which was major support all throughout the 27, 28, 26 of April before all-time highs. Flip that resistance into support. So we're going to see this, and then this. Flip that 72 million resistance into support. Then flip the 86.5 million resistance into support, and then new all-time highs, 200 million market cap, something like that. And that's going to be the third wave. And then I think Housecoin will have a bit of a bigger resistance, but Housecoin has done 1, 2, and now it's going to do the third wave. So if you think about it, wave 1, then a correction, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We're going to do the Elliott wave theory. It's always happening. Things are always moving in 3s and 5s in crypto. Don't ask me why, it's just the numbers. By the way, you should be paying attention to whatever this AI chimp thing is on the app. Whatever this is, it did an all-time high of 4 million. I'm going to view this coin on the Pumpfun app. Okay, here we have the chimp chart right here on the screen. Honestly, looks like it could be a good buy. Let's see what happens tomorrow. It's definitely here showing up on the Pumpfun news. The other coins that showed on the Pumpfun news kind of pumped. So let's see what happens to this one. If you want to trade something with a little bit more size, you have Giga now. Giga just broke through this resistance. There's also one at 300 million market cap, which was major support in November 2024 and was also resistance in August, the 16th of August, before they made new all-time highs. Here's what I think happens to Giga. I think it's going to go straight to 500 million market cap. It's going to hit this resistance trend line that very few people are going to catch. It will correct, reaccumulate, and then new all-time highs. I think almost everyone is sleeping on Giga and acting like this is not one of the biggest memes on Solana, but it is. You can't fade the Giga chat, my friends. You cannot fade the Giga chat. I'm bullish. I entered the position and I'm looking to take profits close to 500 million. It's not really going to be 500 million because here's what I'm seeing. Whoops, breaks through, everyone gets bullish, corrects, turns this resistance into support, bam, and then reaccumulates a little bit before all-time highs. That's what I'm seeing happening. I'm not going to sell at 500 million, but very close, like 4.88, 4.67. That's when I'm looking to take my profits. Essentially a size trade and doubling my money. Now let's get into the ICM meta. As predicted, I told you, launch coin is going to pump. If you missed the launch entry, here's what you should do. Pray for it to come back to 164. I honestly think it can bounce here and then continue to new all-time highs. I'm looking to take profits at 400 million market cap. I'm looking for a launch coin at 400 million market cap. That's what I'm looking for. I gave you the entry at 100 million, essentially giving you guys a free 4x. This was one of the most obvious, easiest plays, but most people were kind of scared to buy here. But if you're late to the launch coin meta, don't worry. You have dupe. Dupe is still low. Look, still in the accumulation range. And here's what's going to happen. People from launch coin are going to probably flip some of their profits into dupe, and dupe is going to be, I think, similar to this previous pump. I think it's going to be like a 𝗵𝗀𝗰𝗏 type chart where it's just going to do this out of nowhere, like bam, omega pump. That's what my gut feeling tells me about dupe. So I actually don't believe in any of these resistances. I think this is just a massive accumulation range. There's some resistance here, there's some support here, etc. But honestly, buying it at 16, buying it at 12, buying it at 17, it's pretty much going to be the same once this thing just goes nuclear to like 80 million market cap. This is actually where I'm looking to take profits at new all-time highs, just slightly above the previous price. So yeah, I think it's going to do this and then 𝗵𝗀𝗰𝗏𝗏. It previously did that. This is not a usual looking chart, so I'm thinking it's going to do something similar this time. Let's wait and see. I'm still bullish. I think it's a good buy now. If you have some money, it's still good to accumulate. And I think you have a deadline until 23.72.5 million market cap. After that, you might not have any time to buy any dupe. Then when it comes to the ICM meta on Solana, again, we have Prompt. Prompt is looking bullish, keeps making higher and higher lows. And I would say this week, we still see a new all-time high on Prompt. That's what I'm seeing on the chart. It's just coiling up. And then all of a sudden, there's no more sellers. There's only buyers. And it just, pure FOMO. And that's when we start taking our profits and then just leave them back. Because the ICM meta, my friends, is going to come back. Everyone who trash talked ICMs needs to suffer. They're going to suffer as our bags go up. Another ICM play that's at a great buy is Ply. I think Prompt is better. I think Dupe is even better. And then, of course, the best one of all is the main one, which is Launchcoin, which is like the easiest trade out there. But you should divide. If you want to have an ICM portfolio, you should have like 70% into Launchcoin and then divide the rest through these others. Okay. And then you have Ply, which is at 1.6 million market cap, still in this accumulation range. Again, Launchcoin will break new all-time highs and then money will rotate into these other ICM plays as the rest of the market is always lagging. And that's when they start, understanding, oh wait, ICMs memes are actually like a real meta. They're like the AI agent of 2025. So apply to me, play mind is probably still a good buy. I have no idea what this thing does or is. Oh, it's something related to gaming. Play is actually something related to gaming. Who cares? It's an ICM gaming play. They're all meme coins, guys. They're all meme coins. Still a great buy here. And then finally, we have 𝗏. Now, the thing with 𝗏 is, think about an easy trade. Think about an obvious, easy trade. This is the most obvious, easiest trade of all since the last 2 months of me opening my show. I said double bottom, double tap at 41 million. We're going to get something like a 4x, an 8.5x for the majority of people that were watching because they averaged maybe a little bit higher. But it's essentially going to be a 10x. And it's basically guaranteed if you think Hyperliquid is going to pump. I'm almost 100% sure Hyperliquid is going to make new all-time highs and pump immensely. And so this thing is just going to act as leverage on Hyperliquid. There's other memes like Pip as well, like Buddy, but Buddy I've already sold my Buddy. This one though, I have big bags, and this is where I'm looking to exit some of them. And to me, it's one of the most obvious, easiest trades of this entire cycle. And I think it's going to go to 400+ million market cap. This was the show today, guys. I hope you guys have downloaded the Pump.Fun app. I hope that the Pump.Fun founders are watching this and they're like, ooh, I love this guy. Let me give him money to sponsor our stuff that he's promoting already. But anyways, I think the Pump.Fun app is very important to catch all these news of what's happening. Here's the tip when it comes to the Pump.Fun app. You wait for something to pump and then it corrects. Then if it shows on the news feed here, it's probably going to bounce back. I've seen several of those happening. I also know that many of the biggest traders in this market, especially the ones who buy lower market cap stuff and are already using Axiom, for example, they use their movers page. And on the movers page, you have like the coins that are probably going to go from say 10, 20k market cap into 200k, 300k market cap. And I think if you watched my volume trading strategy videos, you should integrate the Pump.Fun app into that strategy because this is like the best place to catch some of these extremely low market caps. Anyways, this was the show today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going to be seeing you guys tomorrow and the day after and the day after. There's a ton of good news coming from my end, from the show. There's a ton of good trades. I'm watching some other stuff, some lower market cap stuff that I'm probably going to be giving you guys still this week. So keep watching because everything I've been talking in the past 2 weeks, literally all the coins are pumping. They're all on the green and I don't think they're going to stop. See you guys tomorrow.